Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Anderson again, and for this video that's dedicated to the Women's History Month, I would like to break away from my traditional Shiva and the Princess of Power vlog, just to bring you information about a movie that involves superheroes, in this case superheroines, that don't carry around a magic sword or lots of truth or wears capes. For example, there are real superheroes everywhere in America. Everywhere in the world, actually. But in this case, it's America. And this is a story about how women got the right to vote. Because apparently when they made the Constitution of the United States, they just figured that men wanted to vote. Let women stay in the parlors, let women stay in their kitchens and take care of the children. Voting is too small for them. It's too intelligent. We don't want women to make voting, change the rules around and stuff. It's too small for them. Let them have the take purely stuff and that's it. By the way, I'm still waiting for a woman president, because as we all know, women are emotional. Women are emotional creatures, and if we were to have a woman president, there'd be a war every 31 days or so. And that's why we've had so many destructive and expensive wars in the past, and every single woman has been under a male president. Figure that one out. For such an emotional group, it's always the opposite sex for such wars, where economic depressions, who has economic problems. I bet if a woman were president, there wouldn't be so many of these little historical problems in U.S. history. But anyway, this movie, I enjoyed it. This is a very good movie. It brings a tear to my eye, and it warms up my cold black heart, because it's just awesome. This movie is so great. Not only does it show how women fought to get the right to vote through non-violent means and peaceful means, mind you, but also it shows the injustice of some of the systems that were in place back then, like the prison system, as well as just in general treatment of women, not just in their want to vote, but also their when they want something badly enough and they do organize and stuff, people are like, don't worry, just be patient. Be patient for what you want. Well, the women in this movie were patient, alright, but they didn't get what they want. They were nice little girls, but they didn't get what they wanted, and nice girls never finished first. If we finished last, I'm sure that if they had waited for more time, then they'd probably still wouldn't be able to vote, or they would have restrictions on voting. Where if the Republican Party keeps continuing the way it is, I think that if Donald Trump becomes president again, I have a very strong feeling that the women's right to vote may be on the chopping block again. The 19th Amendment might be repealed. Because if the women's autonomy as far as bodily rights go, I think that if they were able to repeal that, they were able to put severe restrictions on women's right to abortion. I'm assuming that the right to vote is gonna be pretty close to it next on the block. So anyway, this movie, I can't really speak to the historic accuracy of this movie. I honestly don't know. I wasn't there. Nor was the rest of my family. But I can talk about how the movie is very impactful, nonetheless. And it shows the time period in American history that quite frankly, we don't pay enough attention about. And that'd be the 19 teens as well as the very early 20s under President Woodrow Wilson, a real wartime president, not that BS that Trump talks about. And yes, I feel it. I feel it that I can talk about politics in this movie because this movie is a political movie. So there's that. Now, I should tell you that this movie is mostly about women, and it stars mostly women, and they do a phenomenal job in this movie. In talking about all the women's rights and stuff like that. And it also has the woman Lois Smith, who everybody would know from Twister, as Aunt is it Meg or is it something May? Something like that. Anyway, she's from Twister. We have Hilary Swank as Alice Paul. Everybody knows who she is. Frances O'Connor, which I find very attractive in this movie, as the redheaded Lucy Burns, as well as Julia Ormond, which is Mia Holland, and Joker Houston, which plays Hewitt Chaplin, Kate Cat, Melody Parker as Emily Layton. I don't like what they have Vera Farmiga and Brooke Smith later on in the credits, but they're important too, as like the core group of people. Now, this all starts with Alice Paul and Lucy Burns going to coming home from England and talking about how women were able to vote over there. Did you ever feel like with certain issues, with civil rights and whatnot, that America's always last on the list of during the party? Everybody else gets voting rights and civil liberties and stuff like that first before America does. Kind of like me and dating, that people always get dates before I do. Even though I'm going out and stuff, but whatever. Anyway, they're kind of pissed off that women are getting equality in other countries rather than in the United States. And they start picketing for women's right to vote, which is a very good thing. It's good to have equality among the sexes, among the different races too. and they have historical figures like Ida B. Wells, who really joined the suffragist movement. But this one is more of this little group that they set up is more like we want equality now instead of being patient and waiting for the United States individual states to vote for it now. Because if that happens, it's never gonna happen. If they have to be that patient for something like that. And it's kind of sad, and joke, Kerry Chapman and Keith's group want to make it so that it happens over time. But Paul's group want it now, or as soon as possible. And she ends up picketing around a factory. And the women over there are the immigrant type from Eastern Europe, Eastern and Southern Europe, where the English skills are up to par, pretty much. So they probably see these women like, why? Why are they over there in the fancy outfits? Why are they talking in a language that I don't understand? Why are they so concerned about this stuff called equality and the suffrage movement? So then the Flamingo character comes around, which I always say that she's got very beautiful eyes. Okay, I'm just putting that out there. She's got very pretty eyes and a beautiful face too. Loved her in that Orphan. So her name is Rosa Menskowska. I'm sorry if I bitched that historical name, but yeah, that's her name. I'm just gonna go by first. Rosa. So she takes the group upon the offer, and she ends up picking with them. And the funny is that she phrased it more or less like better wages, better treatment of the women workers, because let's face it, women always get the shot all the time at work, whether it be less pay, less dignity. They gotta deal with women. They gotta deal with men that do the callback thing. Hey honey, hey, how you doing? And that whistling crap that men do, which goes on to this day. Not as bad as it used to be way back when, in the 20s and 30s and teens and so on and so forth. So there's some progress going on with that. Anyway, you have Brooke Smith, who acts as like the secretary of the branch. Now, she is one of the type of people who's not really too well known. In fact, when I was watching it, I was like, who the hell is that? And then my aunt said to me, oh, she's the girl from the movie, Silence of the Lambs, as the girl from the pit that Buffalo Bob couldn't want to make into a skin suit. Oh yeah, that's her. The one with Fluffy, whatever the dog name is in that movie. So yeah, that's her in there. And they also have Patrick Dempsey. It's the guy that supports Alice Paul didn't waste man's name. And they have Joseph Adams, which is suddenly sound like Thomas Layton. Now, eventually, at first, he's like, you know, these women are, just be patient and stuff like that. He's against, right now, the movement to get women to vote, too. But he's married to Emily Parker. Like, Emily Clayton, played by Molly Parker. Now, she, because her husband is like a high-class woman with, like a housekeeper, nanny, and all that other fancy shit. But the thing is that she eventually goes to Aunt Alice Paul's, little house and stuff, and good, like, not really a physical typewriter job, but like she kind of falls into it because Paul needs certain documents typed out, and if she attended the paper for her to be given, like, here you go, type out whatever on a typewriter, Before we had computers, we had these thing called typewriters. Anyway, they have her, they have the girl doing work for them. I don't know if she's being paid, but when HBO made this movie, HBO made a movie or a special or whatever you want to call it. They showed these women as like I don't want to say like level like they're more like a grassroots movement to it, whereas Kat's character plays more of a like a more established group in government. They play more by the rules and stuff. But as we all know, when you play by the rules, nothing gets changed, pretty much. So anyway, she eventually gets to join the group because she sees that they're organized, then they're more professional, and she gives credit for it first. And they make peaceful like picketing and strikes in front of the White House, from the main gate. Now, Emily gets involved with that, like, by a circumstance. She walks by and she just says, let me be part of this group. So that then she gets to do it over. She stands by the rope, and all the men over there, mostly men over there, say, boo! To put them all kinds of other names too, like boo, like whatever you could come up with. And their flamingo rules to represent the low class, like the immigrants in the group, and women's rights. And Emily Clayton represents those who want good rights that are the higher class. And Alice Paul and Lucy Burns represent those women that want equal rights that are like in the middle class somewhere. So then they have like a parade for women's rights, which I support 100%. And they have Inez as like a kind of like a Valkyrie type person, a horse and everything else. Trying to write in and get justice and stuff for the leads of the group of the country. And then they also have Ivy Wells that comes in to represent African Americans, women, because we forgot about those people, didn't we? According to the Constitution, black men have the ability to vote, white men have the ability to vote. So what you're saying is that as far as voting rights go, you got white men up here, then the black guys over here, and then you got women voters down here. So it's kind of sexist and racist too, because women are put in the same category regardless of their race. So it's kind of stupid, actually. But anyway, during the march, rather than going in the back of the group, well, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think that the woman that played Ivy Wells is the same woman that played the Oracle in the Matrix movies. One of them, anyway. So, she is going into the middle of the parade group. Because in the past, black women were supposed to go in the back of a procession like that and wait. Like on the Montgomery bus boycott, that black people in the back, which is complete horseshit, by the way. But anyway, this shows a more togetherness feel to it, and more inequality, more together, more united, we stand type thing. So anyway, each of them all unite together, but then, of course, some male also like, boo, go home to your mama. And then like always in the parade, my mother's over here with us. And then, boo, you suck. Go home to your wife and your children and your parents and stuff. Go home to your mommy and crying and all that. A bunch of racist, sexist pigs men were. And still are for the most part. So anyway, they have some guy, of course, throwing rocks and shit at them, things like that. So everyone's crying that the parade was stopped because one or two violent male jackholes, the toxic masculinity that I mentioned before in another video of mine. So people will like, what the fuck is mad with these people? But they don't like when the status quo is ruined for them. They think that if you want equality, if you used to be on top all the time, equality is like seen repression, which I will always support equality among the sexes. But in any case, go boo-hoo and stuff. So then they decided to go pick it in front of the White House again. And they also have people in the audience in the congressional meetings and the unfurled banners demanding women the right to vote, which is funny and proper among all this stuff. I think that if he did it today, for other causes it'd be kind of silly and stupid, but whatever. I have a feeling that some NAGA people might do that eventually. So, anyway, they show, they have these pictures there, and then toward the end of the movie, they have, well, just in the middle of the movie, they have some angry guys come, some angry sailors come, because when they protest the White House now, Woodrow Wilson is in the middle of a war, the World War I. So that's kind of like a unpopular time to do that type of thing, to protest a wartime president. So they have the sailors come and the police turn their eye away, and Paul notices what's gonna happen to her, and these sailors forget the fact that there were women over there, the fact that there were weaker women there, and they end up pummeling these women, throwing them to the ground, spitting in their faces, destroying all the hard work, all this stuff. I hope these sailors have a nice place in hell reserved for them, because they're gonna go there for all eternity for doing this. And so the police officers will turn a blind eye to it. So anyway, they show these women have to go to prison for inciting disrupting traffic, and that's basically could charge with inciting traffic, blocking traffic. They have to go to prison. Now, in prison, it's a very horrible place for these women. Even though the main matron person, the second command, is a woman. Like my old superintendent in high school. But she's like tough on everybody, to the point that when they're in like this sweatshop like environment, and it's very hot and stuffy in there, so Alice says to everyone, we don't know, this woman looks like she's about to faint. So she doesn't do it. And she says again, she open the window. It wouldn't be that hard of a deal. And so then Mason walks away from her, and very, very much like myself, she takes a shoe and chucks at the window. Now, and makes it there for getting air for everybody. Now, I know this might seem barbaric, but back then, conditions in workplaces, especially for women, was seen as like a slug camp, more or less. And that it was all these cushy amendments, like air conditioning, food and water and drinks, and lunch breaks was seen as like a fantasy for workers, the foremen and whatnot. They didn't allow that kind of silliness. They gave it to work as slaves, poor slobs, get to work. More money for me. And then they would quick whip on them. Now, up until this point, Emily Dayton was not really associated with this group. She was by proxy until the husband to be a douchebag about it and saying, no more kids, no more income for you, no more this group or else. And he's like a little douchebag in this scenario. And up until later on, when she didn't feel herself. Now, the most powerful part of this movie was toward the end of when they're in prison, in which to get their point across and to make it as hard for the people involved. Paul and Lucifer decided to go on a hunger strike. That means no food, no water. Well, I'm assuming water, but no food for a certain time until they get what they want. And at first, it seemed like they didn't want any food. They don't get any food, even though the government does provide for them the food and the trades and stuff. Now, this is where the graphic part comes into play in this movie, because the order to give the women food in order the president, because they didn't want any martyrs set the cause of women's right to vote. So they force feed people eat food. Now, I'm sure that in other cases, they would use this procedure for like medical reasoning, making the patient eat to get fat and survive and stuff. And that's fine. But they were actually force feeding these poor people like animals, because they didn't want martyrs and stuff. And the thing of it was that they would hold their mouths open like this, and when they went open their mouths up, they closed up the airways with their fingers, so that they forced them to open their mouth. And then they put like a device in the mouth to keep the mouth open while they put a feeding tube down into the gullet. Now, this is very disturbing. Number one, because it looks pretty much like rape. The women are being forced to being held down, and then being having a tube into the body to get something injected into them. It looks like rape. It looks like rape to the nth degree. But another thing too is that how would they be sure that the tube goes down into the esophagus, into the lung area? Because I would imagine that under those traumatic circumstances, that the flap that goes into the into the lung area and the esophagus will get kind of lodged open. So if they force feed them the wrong way, you could easily put liquid, food into their lung area, thereby killing them. Now, I'm sure that these leads were not force fed in reality, in real life, but they definitely looked like they had makeup put on. Excuse me. To give them the appearance of being thin, of being emaciated, as well as they also gave them I believe that these women probably went on diets to show that, because their waist looked thinner. than normal. And yet, when they go into public afterwards, I think they show the public how they were treated. So anyway, they said, anyway, they show also Lucy Burns, which I don't know, supposed to be like a it's about Irish people or what, but she, when she smokes, it's being known for now, for back then, because women were pretty dainty and mystique and beautiful and all that. Smoking was a very bad thing for a very unfeminine thing for women to do back then. So anyway, they show her being like a fighting Irish woman. Like she kicks, screams, part curses them out. It's all very like, and so it's all dirty. Yeah, Hilary Swank chained up to a wall like this in the jail prison. But they also have women that aren't being jailed like that too, without being chained up and like that. Which is really sad to see that, but yeah, both points somehow. So at first, the women, when the force it, they keep it down, and they keep the eggs and whatnot in the bodies. But then just to show up the people that do that, they would immediately force it back up again, to show that the government tricks are gonna work for them. So then, I don't know why this happens. Maybe the matron entitled the shit. Or maybe because she wants to fit the cause of women's right to vote. But she ends up passing Lucy Burns a piece of paper behind her back. And she drops on the floor so she can write the conditions of these women that these women have to go through. And her nose so bloody, she gets thrown out in prison a lot, like the other women too. So, what happens next is that she writes down all the bad stuff that happened to her, and that out of court thrown into solitary confinement. And then she writes it down and gives it to Emily of all people. So then when her husband comes on a visit to them, like, how are the children? And Thomas says, Lieutenant Layton says, you look afraid. You look like you've been sick. Has you been sick? Get her to see a doctor. And so then the warden says, she's not sick. She refuses to eat because of her cause. And the guy says, well, what's the big deal? Then, as they're about to leave, because the guy is watching every move, she wraps around her guy and she kisses him madly. And she slipped into his pocket the piece of paper that Miss Burns wrote on. And he's like, oh my god, it's a horrible condition as he go on the train home. he decided to write down and print it in papers. As like a link to the outside world, print it on papers, and public outcry is so massive that they are set free, and then that's the women got the right to vote right there. I love it. Turns out that as poet fighting for women's rights, until she died in 1977, which is very, very good. I don't know about the others though, but Drew, Martinez died during a speech when she got like a respiratory problem or something. She died right then. But I don't know about the others. This movie is absolutely beautiful in the way it portrays women doing non-violent means to get what they want. It's awesome. It's great that they show that women aren't afraid to fight for what they want and fight for the right causes while being unquestionably feminine with they desire too. For example, they had the winner at first arguing over who buys the hat, which Elizabeth Burns buy the hat, and Hillary's Frank ended up getting it. That's beside the point. But then they also have the changing montage, as well as they have the women over there talking about boys. Now, unquestionably, these things are mostly relegated to like girly movies, romance movies. Like you have the clothes chopping, you have the talking about boys, and who's got the pretty eyes, who's got nice ability, who's got the nice car and stuff like that. Nobody ever talks about me in that way, but that's the point. So this movie is powerful. It's very well acted, very well. You just want these women to have the power to say, and you want everything to end up happy for them, because Lord knows women get the check for everything. I mean, like I said, they get less pay, and men work get less respect for men. They'll openly hornballs all day that want just have sex and just think of women as mere objects and mere holes to be pounded and stuff. Well, be to graphic online. And also, it's very funny, but I don't know where it was, but I think it was the right to pass the vote, the pass to add the amendment to the Constitution, but it was real funny that you hear everyone, you hear everyone in the office go, yay, I support this, nay, I don't support this. Nay, I don't support this. Nay, I don't support this. Yay, I support this. For the passage of the Constitutional Amendment in Tennessee, what? But then they determine how to do it by the roses on their lapels. Kind of like what Democrats and Republicans do now. Well, I know what you're gonna say on it. That the Democrats were bad in this movie, but there was a party shift. So left leaning side wanted the women to vote. So anyway, there's this one senator there. I don't think it was just based on one guy swinging his vote from one to another, but I don't think it was that tight. Gets a telegram from of all people, his mommy, and she probably says, "Don't if you vote against it, you're gonna be running for the rest of your life, or I'm gonna make you meatloaf forever and ever and ever every day if you don't pass this." Now, the senator in question did in fact say, "Yes, I support this." Now, it's funny to have a bunch of men vote for something that women want and what would decide women's future for the rest of the world to see. Even Angelica Houston's group say that this stuff deserves to be passed right now. So this movie was monumental in that regard, because the guy switched rose colors from red to I guess beige or yellow or something like that. So that was really the movie was really well put, and probably got a little emotional back there, but it's that powerful movie to see that women get what they want and they deserve the someone's hardship. And if I may just for a moment talk about Roe versus Wade for a minute, I support the idea that women should have the right to choose. We're not forcing the abortion on women. We don't force them when to get it. We don't force them, that you have to get it all. There are other options besides getting abortion, not getting abortion. But there are certain people that don't like that we have the choice, that women today have the choice in America to get an abortion. They make all kinds of other more falsified things about that. But whatever. What they say is different from what they do, right? But we had a president who was very staunchly anti-women, and then he elected some anti-women Supreme Court justices. Now, one in particular, Judge Kavanaugh, had a bit of an issue with women back in college. Now, this is a very horrible thing. I think that he took away, he voted to get rid of women's rights, reproductive rights, as revenge for them bringing up his past with women, and that's not right. Especially because he said they wouldn't do it, wouldn't take any of that away from women. So I think that in the future there should be a very good pink slip for the man waiting for him. as well as any elected, any senators. I'm talking about you, Susan Collins, that thought that he wouldn't do anything. So he said that he wouldn't. Look at that face. You could trust a face like that. Someone that likes beer. Just like me, I like beer too. Making me so sick and disgusting. Disgusted that a hater of women and rights like that would take off. Something like that. Especially your ladies work so hard to get it. The right to choose. The right to your own body functions. Especially in case of rape or incest. That was horrible. Now, I think that in this movie, I think they might have lessened the force feeding scenes by just having Alice Paul being affected. I think that other women were affected like that, but whatever. You saw the scenes, that's good enough for me. Anyway, I really love this movie. This movie is 100% great, powerful. The message is good. That women are strong, women are brave, women are smart, and when they're determined to get what they want, there ain't no stopping them. In fact, this tagline is on the bottom of the movie. Lead, follow, or get out of the way. Followed by a woman draped in American flag saying vote for women. I like that idea. I wish I could find someone else like that too. But I only can dream, can I? But yeah. This movie is great. It's perfect in my book. And I thought I'd give it my shit sample of poopiness. Not really. What do you think? I give that face. Because, so, what I did, I think that Hilary Swank deserves all the award for the show. All the praise to the movie. Francis Connor, and Vera Farmiga, Molly Parker, Angelica Houston, Patrick Dempsey, and Joseph Adams being the dumb male sports. And thank you for watching this movie on Women's History Month. This right here is one of the big ones because anyone can watch a cartoon or live action movie about Wonder Woman per se, or like a Marvelous Miss Maisel or Captain Marvel. But it takes a real person to watch it, historical documentary, and like it. And let me tell you, I love it. I love women, I love the subject matter, I love the time period, I love the everything about it. So anyway, thank you for watching my video on that. Aaron John Angel, where the name of the movie comes from the fact that women are Iron John Angel and then they nag for the right to vote. But I tend to think that the name only comes from the still resolve of these women, and it probably also has to do with the force feeding of these people during that main portion during the most memorable part of it. Leads me to drop the dramatic part of it. So yeah, if you guys like what you see here, and you want to see more of my videos, like my video, you can comment on the video, share it, or you can subscribe to my channel. Also, you can contact me for any future stuff on my personal cell phone number at 631-707-3707 for any text or calling, anything along that nature. Also, you can reach me at Twitter at PNelconPro. But if you prefer, you can always get me on my email account at jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. Also, you can I salute all you ladies out there. And yeah, I really like the fact that nowadays women have the right to vote, as well as you ladies have the right to serve in the Army, Navy, and Air Force and Marines, if you so choose, or the below gonna say this, but the Space Force. Anyway, and ladies can do a lot of other things, like give birth, for example, which is why I consider it you girls to be the stronger sex. Well, I can't give birth, and I won't give birth either. So, yeah. I salute every lady out there, everybody who's also a lesbian too, because that can be easy to go through. Anyway, peace out, my brothers and sisters, and I'll see you in the next video. Aloha, my friends out there in internet land.